Welcome everybody. I'm still in Florence. I'm walking around here. I'm gonna make my way towards area that I haven't been to yet.
Yeah. And then we can get a comment.
Oh, we're going through the, what's this called, Signoria? Oh, I'd like to take a look at these statues again. I think it's closed once again, this spot where the statues are. This is called Signoria. There's a replica of the David out in the square here. Oh wow, so I saw this, I was just at the Accademia Gallery. They had the plaster cast of this statue. It is a great composition. I don't know how you refer to compositions in statues, but it's a very dynamic set of poses. I'd like to go in there when you can basically go into this statue area, but closed at 5. Obviously you can still look at them from here though, which is great.
No.
There she is. Okay, so I have to go across the water. This is where the Uffizi Gallery is. Dante. I can't say that I really enjoyed reading any of the works of his that I've read, but maybe on the second read. Maybe I didn't understand it at the time.
Okay, so the first one, we started with like handheld, but that's when it was like days. And we're like,
Machiavelli. Oh, so this I saw at the gallery as well. I guess it was the plaster cast of what was then this picture. It's interesting that Machiavelli had a statue among all these famous writers. Because my understanding was that when Machiavelli wrote his most famous, The Prince, was that he didn't really intend for it to be published, that it was just a letter to this, I guess it's to Cesare or one of those Borgias, and that it didn't work. So I wonder what he was famous for at the time to give, warrant him getting a statue. Or maybe it wasn't made at the time. Maybe it was made after he had already become famous, hundreds of years later. Oh, you know what it was? Because the gallery was all statues by that guy who lived in the 1800s. So that's the answer, actually. Wow.
Sì, va bene.
Cool bridge. And Google Maps is kind of annoying with this stuff where like I type in where I want to go and it keeps sending me messages about like, push notifications. And I'm like, oh, turn left here, turn left here. Maybe I don't want to turn left. I could probably fix that by just turning off the push notifications. I wonder though, do I need them for anything? I'll have to think about it. I could probably get away with turning them off. Is this Ponte Vecchio? Damn, I've been here for this, day and a half now. And we've been kind of going around the same spots, like sort of circling the Duomo. I didn't even know there was a big river like this. Well, I probably did from Assassin's Creed 2. I certainly didn't go near it. I actually split off from my group because I was like, I'm actually just going to explore around and sort of do what I want to do. Not, I don't know. I don't want to force anybody to go do stuff they don't want to do. And, my interests don't really align with the way most people like to go on vacation. So I warned everybody ahead of time, actually, who's going on this trip. I was like, hey, let's do this thing. It'll be really fun. But just to let you know, like, I'm probably just going to end up splitting off from everybody most of the time because I mostly just want to explore. And that's what we're doing. Wow, look at this. Silver showroom.
I mean, I like the idea of it.
I wish it was this exact same thing, but with like trashy food stands, like a Renaissance fair. I could go for some trashy food. Every once in a while, this thing doesn't.
I made the photograph because they are the same. So let's take a picture of it. And once they stamp it, credit card automatically gets refunded. Stage that eating probably that.
Look at these facades for these places. These must be like, or at least they evoke the feeling of like whatever there must have been at actual 1500s Florence. Whether or not they're, restored original, it doesn't really matter, but certainly feels very, very authentic. Wow, that was cool. So I'd love to go to the Uffizi Gallery.
A faster way to get there?
Good. Okay.
So have earrings like this?
Whoa. Bugatti. This is like the Diamond District. That bridge was like all gems and stuff. This is like all fashion. I'm a sucker for these like stores where they have replica figures, those statues or whatever. Like I would buy every single statue. Love it. It was the same in when I was in Greece. It was like I just wanted to buy every one of those. And I know it's kind of like you can get them at any shop on the corner or whatever. Like they're not like, you know, they're mass produced pretty much. But I just think they're cool. It doesn't have to be a unique item sometimes. Excuse me. Whoa. Ooh, that's like new architecture. You know, a lot of what I really loved in Greece, obviously the ruins and the architecture and the museums, but I really loved a lot of the urban sort of areas that, you know, littered with cars and mopeds and whatever. It was very sort of beautifully dense in a way that I love about Tokyo as well. I love this door handle as a shoe, and then I guess they had to install a second handle just to cover all the bases. People probably didn't understand that they needed to touch the shoe. Okay, so where I'm going towards, we're still in the right direction. Oh yeah, we're in the right direction. Whoa. Ooh, I love this map. So this is Palazzo Pitti, or do they have the Duomo? Oh no, because that's everything north of the Ponte Vecchio, so it wouldn't have the Duomo. Ponte Vecchio is what we just crossed. Oh. See, I feel like there need more of these stands around. I haven't seen any stuff like that. We're just like serving fruit and drinks. That's great. I'm actually gonna buy a drink right now. Hello. Can I have a water, please?
Small.
How big is the large? Oh, a small, yeah.
Small. 150.
Can I also have a peach?
Take it, good take.
Let me pay first, actually. How much is it for the water and the peach?
$250.
$2.50? Thank you. We use a little bit of this water for utilitarian purposes here. We were speculating about the water bottles in Italy because they always get stuck to the thing and then you rip it off and it like shreds the bottom part, but I think you're supposed to leave it so that it doesn't separate from the water bottle. Pretty cool idea, if that's true. Let's wash this peach a little bit. I don't know why I ordered a peach on a fruit stand because it's not really like a thing to get. Yeah, this is going in the garbage. Sorry, Peach. I supported a local business. So is this a museum? Can I do something here? Maybe you can go in. Oh, you know what? This was in AC2. It was actually in the Savonarola DLC because this is, I think this is actually where they burned him at the stake. But it's at least where there was one mission where you had to either escort a guy here or like follow him in. I don't think you actually entered the building though. We just went up the center part. Damn, I gotta play that game again after coming to Italy. Maybe we'll play it in Japanese this time, if they have it in Japanese. It looks like I lost my connection. If that's the case, then that would mean that I also lost the stream. Maybe my Wi-Fi ran out of batteries? Either way, the video is still going, so I guess we're fine. That's a shame. I'll have to check on it later. Yeah, I remember this building. It's so funny how Assassin's Creed will, like, I guess the idea of, like, it's one thing to see a background in a movie or, like, even a location that has a major part in a movie, but when you're playing it and you're walking through that area virtually, it sort of, like, sticks in your mind so much better. So this was what I originally sort of set out to do. Let's go to Basilica di Santo Spirito, which is pretty close.
I think the whole...
Okay, we can go like this. There's a lot of these restaurant pizzerias, but when they're restaurants, okay. Yeah, I think it turns out a black screen when I looking at the stream again. I'm pretty sure what people are seeing on the stream would be a black screen, and I think that happens when there is no internet signal at all. If the internet signal is failing, it will send, the encoder will send, oh, you know what, maybe okay, well, whatever, I'll think about it later. There's nothing I can do about it right now. Just a big ol' pillar. Let's go see what that thing is. I guess I should cancel the stream if I... Well, you know how I would know if the stream is working or not? Is if I just remote into my PC. Because if it's not doing anything, I'll just shut off the stream part. Yeah, it's just showing black. I wonder when that happened. I hope the video is working. Yeah, I've been having problems with my Bluetooth lately. Like, stuff just doesn't connect to my phone over Bluetooth. It's a memorial pillar. crazy to think that people live here. Like, it's kind of a stupid thing to say because of course people live here, but you could just go any day you want and see like these insane works of art. The same way I felt about Greece. I guess that's how people feel about LA too. I was pretty blown away when I moved to LA and I realized that like I can just go to Disneyland and Universal Studios within an hour of where I live. You know, like when I was a kid, the idea of going to Disney or Universal was always like you had to get on a plane to Florida and like, you know, it's like a flight and you gotta get like hotel rooms and you stay for a pretty long time because of course like you're making this big trip and you know you gotta like coordinate all this stuff. And when I moved to LA, at a certain point I realized like, wait, I could just go to Disney like in the morning, leave and be back at my house at night. You know, it's like you don't have to like worry about anything. It's great. So that must be how people feel about that. I guess it's the same thing. Okay, I'm gonna make a turn here because I've been going sort of off the beaten path. Freaky. Love it. Okay, we're not that far off the path. I always think that I get myself like way off track. But all roads lead to Rome, as they say. We'll get there in the end. I had a bit of a scare. I didn't mention it on the shows, but when I was leaving Venice, we were all leaving to get on a train that was at noon. So like from 10:30, we were like taking they have like water taxis in Venice on the canal. And it was pouring rain. And I had an umbrella, but like that doesn't protect 100%, especially because the backpack is bulging out from my back. So the umbrella can't really cover that effectively. And so my backpack was getting hit with rain, and I didn't realize that it actually got hit with a lot of rain. And some of my stuff got waterlogged. Like my sketchbook turned out okay, actually. It wasn't really damaged, but the comic book that I brought to read while I'm like in line and stuff, that got really pretty soaked at the bottom. I think it's still wet. I've been trying to dry it out, you know, every once in a while. And my stream setup would not turn on. And I spent a lot of time thinking that my setup was actually not going to work anymore. Which I don't know, maybe it's not. Because it just turned black during the show, but hopefully that's some kind of glitch. But yeah, it turned out that it was a problem with the battery, not the really important pieces. So it actually might be that this battery is like dead or can't hold a charge or something. So I'll switch that out for, I have a backup in my bag. Okay, we're going the right way. Oh, I'd like to. What is that? What direction are we facing here? That's probably. Oh, is that the Croce? That's probably. If I'm going this way, what is that? Cappella Branacci? Brancacci? Alright, let's do this first because this is where I'm already going. These new shoes I bought in Japan, pretty well broken in by now. So I only brought the one pair. But I hadn't really factored in like the extreme amount of walking I'd be doing in Italy. So my feet are starting to hurt a little bit. Hopefully it won't be too bad. It's not hurting in the same way those other shoes hurt my feet though, because those were cutting my heels open. Which is pretty bad because then that can't fix itself because you walk in other shoes and it's still messing them up. But these ones are just kind of smashing my toes a little bit. Whoa. Wow, great area. Santo Spirito toilet, that says over there. I wonder what that is. Maybe it's a public bathroom. I can't imagine what else it would be, to be honest. It has to be that. Damn, this is a happening area. Everybody's having a good time. Let's see if I can find a spot on a bench. So let's call it a show. We'll close it out. I'll take a quick look at my setup, see if I can, diagnose whatever was causing that problem. My guess, dead battery. I charge it every morning, so it has to be that the battery has been damaged by the rain and it can't hold a charge, but even if that's the case, that's not too bad. The battery is one of the cheapest parts of this setup. All right, see you guys next time. Bye-bye.